able to see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm starting my
Yes.
screen. Okay. So now, if you remember, Rajini was asking, okay, somebody was asking if he wants to give property to only one child, then what to do? Now, the child, whoever is extending to the parent, is able to access all the methods, all the properties. Yes or no?
Yeah.
For example, if there is child 1 and child 2 who are extending to parent, then both the child A and child B, child 1 and child 2, have access of all the methods of that parent. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And even if there is some parent, some child, even the parent is extending to some other class, then the child has all the methods to access that
Class also.
class also, methods and properties. Okay, so today I will tell you a concept called access modifiers also. Okay, so with that you will be understanding the use of access modifiers. Okay, so first there are some things to cover in inheritance. Then we will discuss about access modifiers. Okay, fine. So fine. Now let me just open. We were looking into class 1. Okay. So we were all looking into this example of a bike, if you all remember.
Mm. Yes.
So when a child and a parent, when a child and parent has same method, okay, then
Mhm.
which method the child has access?
The method which the child contains.
The child one. The child.
Fair.
Okay.
Mhm.
Example, if you go to parent class. So now here,
Fair.
this is parent, this is 0. So I'm having one more bike or okay, I will just remove this. Okay. Okay. So we know that the parent is having a bike and it will print as output as hero. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now yes. So now when we talk about child, the child also is having a class. Okay. And this will be printing as BMW. Yes or no? We all saw this. Okay.
Yes.
So now when I run this, we all know that it will print which one?
BMW.
BMW. Why?
Because the child is also
Child
having it.
class overrides parent class methods.
So this
If
concept
it
is called
is have same
Override.
run overriding.
very good.
Over.
Very good. Very good. Super. Now, but today assume now assume if son specifically wants to use parent. See, if this method is not available, then he can use his bike, father's bike. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. But when both child and parent has same method name, then when a child call the method, he can use always child method only. He can't use parent method. This one we discussed last session, which is clear to everyone. Okay. But
Yeah.
now even though the child has the method bike, even the parent has the method bike, but still child wants to use parent bike. He don't want to use his bike. Then, for example, it's holiday for father. Okay, can he use his bike or not?
Yes.
Or his friend came home. Now he want 2 bikes. Then if father bike is available, he can use his father bike also or not?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then we are having a keyword called super. What?
Super.
What is meant by super class?
Parent
Parent.
class.
Parent.
Very good.
Parent class is
So
nothing.
we have to use a keyword called super if you specifically want to use parent method. Okay. So I will tell here super dot. What I'm telling? Hey, super dot bike. So see, in the method I am calling this super. Okay, I can't call this super outside the method. I can't call this super outside the method. I can't call. Okay,
Okay.
I have to call this super only. See, I can't call outside the method. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, it will give me the error. Fine. So now I have to call this super only inside a method. So now if I run this bike will execute both these statements. The statement which is inside the child and the statement which is inside the
Method.
Method.
So now the child has access for both the bikes.
Mhm. Okay.
See, yes or no?
Mhm.
You're getting my point.
Yeah.
So in interview they may ask, what is the keyword super? Okay, so super is a keyword used to identify a method in a superclass. Okay,
Okay.
we can use super to access parent
Super class method.
parent methods. So we can use super keyword only inside a method to call parent. Okay.
Parent class.
Okay. See, for example, so even if for example, if you don't you are not having your method, but still if you want to use also you can use. So using super keyword you can call always parent method. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Now already you know what is overriding.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever child and parent has same method where they are having same parameters, then overriding comes into picture. So in overriding, which takes the priority?
Child class.
Child.
Class.
Super. Now we will discuss something called overloading also. Okay.
Yeah.
So overriding all we know. Now we are going to discuss overloading.
Loading.
Loading.
Very good. So that you are able to follow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So what is meant by overloading? So overriding and overloading together called polymorphism. What?
Polymorphism.
Polymorphism.
So in polymorphism,
Mm.
both overriding and overloading comes into picture. Okay.
Okay.
So when a method in a subclass or in a parent class has same name or using the same parameters, then the overriding takes place. The child class overrides the parent class. So the priority is given to the child class. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Very good. Now in overloading. So we all know that, for example, Sudha, tell me how will you create a method? I want to create a method get data. How will you create?
Public void.
Public void. Very good.
Class name.
No, now what you are trying to create?
No, from what method you want to get? Which method?
No, I'm trying to create a new method.
I don't know.
It's public void get data.
Yeah.
This is the method name.
No.
Okay, yes or no? This is the method. How this is the way how we will create a method. Okay, public void get data.
Okay.
System out println, and then here you will give the statement. For example, method to get the data. Okay, fine. Now is, can I create one more method with the same name?
No.
No. Why?
Mhm.
Why?
It only takes one.
Because it's the same name, we can't create. Yes or no? It is
Um,
throwing error. Now even if you see here, it is giving us error. What is the error?
rename method get data.
Overloading.
So it is telling it is a duplicate. Yes or no? It is telling
No.
it is a duplicate. Okay, but
Mhm.
in a class, if we want to create method with the same name, then we have to differentiate the method
Mhm.
using by passing different parameters. What? By passing?
Different parameters.
We will see. So when two or more methods with the same name, okay, then we should pass either different number of parameters or different type of parameters. Okay, for example, this is having get data. Does it has any parameter?
No.
What is meant by parameter?
Giving the values.
Rajni, what is parameter?
We will provide the values
Where you will
within the
provide the
method.
values?
Within the method name. After we will provide, yes.
Okay, so in
There.
the bracket, right? Okay, so for example, here this is without parameters. Okay, here I can, for example, I want to create some 5 methods with the same name. Okay, but it's not possible because it's a duplicate. But I can differentiate by creating parameters. For example, text. See, I'm passing here one parameter in text. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now there is no error for this and this. There is no error for this. Why? Because I'm having some parameter. Okay, now because there is error for this because it's having same name. Okay, but I can differentiate this method by passing different parameter. Either I can pass different parameter names. See, I can't use again int y. I can't use like this because this is also having same parameter. This is also having same parameter. So one parameter I'm having.
Okay.
But the parameter name can be different. Fine, but the data type is same. So no.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't pass like this. Instead of that, I can pass like this. X. See, if you see, there is different in the parameter count. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Here, if you want to pass, but you want to only to pass one parameter. You don't want to pass now 2 parameters, but you want to pass only
One parameter.
one parameter. But already you passed here one parameter. If you passed here, then you can't pass again same
Data
or
type.
same you can't pass. Instead of that, you can pass
Other data
like
type.
this. Other data. Yes or no?
Mhm.
We
Here also
cannot provide more than 2 parameters. Sir.
you can provide how many you want, no problem.
Okay.
See, int x, comma, int y, comma, int z. You can provide it anyway, but
Okay.
you can't create the same method with the same count.
Okay.
Okay, if you want, then at least there should be some different, means at least you can make it this string.
Okay.
See, so you are able to get the difference. So in a class, you can create a method with the same name, but it should be differentiated
Different.
with different number of parameters or different type of parameters. See here, how many number of parameters I'm passing?
1,
Here,
0,
0,
here,
2,
2,
here,
1,
1.
here.
One.
But what is difference?
Different
Different data type.
Exactly. Okay. But I can't use the same data type and same count. One more. Then it will throw me error message. Okay. Now, is that clear, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So now, if I want to call this, okay. So these are all, what are these all?
Methods.
Methods. Now, if I want to call this, how will call?
By creating an object.
Object.
Very good. So this is a class
Class.
name. Class name is equal to obj is equal to new.
New
This is the
class
class name. This is how we create the object. So using obj dot.
Dot.
See, if I do get data,
Get data.
Dot.
Dot.
Yeah.
Sir.
okay. See, it is asking which one you want. So no,
Yeah.
I can give like this, and then I have to pass which method I want to call. If I give like this, okay, it will be running only this data. For example, this is data 1, and then I will make it to differentiate. Okay. Okay. So now if I run, which one will be executing? If I run this,
Without parameters.
which one will, what would be the output?
Method to get the data.
Data.
Why?
Calling the without parameters.
I'm calling without parameters. Very good. So no, if I,
Yeah.
for example, if I want to get the output of this is data 5, then what I should call?
You should call with parameters of
Get data with the 3 parameters.
Okay. Okay. Sridevi, can you tell how to call method to get data 5?
We have to call that a string x int y. They have to select
Okay. Can you give some values?
string.
You tell me how to write. I will write.
Okay, string object
Dot.
get data,
Okay.
and we have to select 3 with 3 parameters.
This one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then
We can give the name in the string.
okay.
Yes.
Double quotes. Okay. Then we have to give some value, any values,
some
yes or
values.
no?
Yes.
Because it is a int. Okay.
Int.
So now if I run, see, yes or no? If I want to run this, then I have to give some into a string value. If I want to run this, I have to give 3 string values. You all agree or not?
yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is a concept called overloading. What?
Overloading.
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 Okay. So
Yeah.
whenever there are 2 or more methods with the same name, then the method should be differentiated
Parameters.
either a different number of parameters or different type of parameters. Okay. Even there might be different return type. What? For example, I am having this. Okay. So now here also I'm not passing any parameter. Here also I'm not passing any parameter. Yes or no? They both have same. So till now we know we are using public void. Public void. Always, everywhere we are using public void. I told you what is public. Public is nothing but it is access modifier. Yes or no? Then what is void?
Return value.
Return value. Okay. Means whenever there is void, you have to know that there is nothing to return. Whenever I am using void, then it is
Nothing to return.
nothing to return. Okay. Void means what? Sudha, what is meant by void?
Nothing to return.
Nothing to return. If you want to return, then you can't use void. Okay. But in this method, I'm not returning anything. In this method, I'm not returning anything. So we are using void. Assume if you want to return something, then we have to replace this void. We can't use void. Okay. For example, here I want to return I want to return some value. Okay, you want to return some value. String. For example, return, I will tell I'm having some concept. I'm having two values, for example, string A, string B. Okay, or int, I will take int A and int B. I'm having two values, int A and B, int B. So already I'm having here, right? I will just remove this. Okay, int A and int B. Int C. Oh, sorry, I have to give here this. So here I can make, when I'm having int A and int B, okay, so I can give something, for example, I can give int C is equal to A plus B. You can give like this or not? Yeah.
So
Yeah. So now what I am trying to do, I'm passing to int values. Okay. And then I'm just, I don't want this now. So now here what I'm trying, I'm giving int C is equal to A plus B. So whatever values we pass, it will do the calculation. And I want to return this C. Okay. So you will understand this when we are doing some more example. Okay. But when we are returning something, then we can't use void here. Okay. We have to use int because we are returning that value. Okay.
So what is the meaning of returning?
Means whenever you call this,
Mm-hmm.
this value will be returned. Okay. I will show you. Okay.
Okay.
So here, if you see, there is no error message. I'm using public void. Okay.
Mm.
So it is telling, because here I'm returning C. Okay. And it is void method. See,
Yeah.
it is telling void method cannot return a value. So I have to replace this. I should not place void, but what I have to place? I have to place the data type which I'm trying to return. What is the data type I'm returning?
Int.
Int. Even if I use string, I can't use. It will give because I'm returning int, but data I'm using string, so I have to use int only. Okay. So now I'm calling this one, right? Yes or no?
Mm.
So you know that this method, whenever you call this method, it will be returning C. Yes or no? So now how will you call that method? How will you call this method?
obj dot
Obj dot, tell me.
Get data.
Get data.
Some values, integer values.
Okay. Obj dot get data, some
Of,
integer values. This is a method,
integer
right?
values.
yeah.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
is so what, tell me some values.
5, 10,
Okay. So what are you expecting?
15.
15. Okay. So now I will comment this.
Semicolon. You have to
Semicolon.
semicolon.
Okay. Thank you. But we don't say anything output. Are we able to see?
No.
Why?
We didn't give any print statement.
We have not given any print statement. Very good. But we are having a return statement. Yes or no?
Yeah.
But return will not print. It will just return, but it will not print. Then we can ask to print. Okay, because the whole method, this whole method is returning. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So now what I'm telling, print whatever this is returning. Okay.
Okay.
See, yes or no?
Mhm.
You can do like this, or this is a method which we are calling. And also I can give, for example, I can create one more int z is equal to, see, I'm telling save the return value into this variable and then print that variable.
Set.
So now what is happening? It is returning. Who is returning? This method is returning these values. Yes or no? So return happens when the method has to return something. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
So what is different between void? What is void, first of all?
What is nothing?
Return type.
It is written.
When you will use void, when you will not use void.
If we don't want any return type, then we will use the void.
Okay. When you want return type.
Then we use the data type. Instead of void, we will
So
use
what
the
type of data type we want to return, we will use that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For example, now I want to return some string value. Then I have to, instead of this int, I have to use, instead of this void, I have to use string. Okay.
String.
Whenever there is some, for example, this has to return me string. Okay. Then I have to write a return statement. Yes or no? Because then only it will understand that it has to return. If I remove this return, then it will not return. Then I have to return something. Return something. Okay. See, yes or no? See, now when I call get data, it will return me always string.
String.
See, here I am passing automation. What I'm passing?
Automation.
Now you tell me what it will print. What value I'm passing?
String value.
I'm passing
String.
a string value. Okay.
Method to get the data 3 is automation.
So this is a method, right? And we don't have any parameter. Okay, fine. I will just remove this parameter. Yeah. So now what it will print? I'm calling obj.getData.
Testing.
Why? Because here I'm returning testing. Okay. For example, here I'm having this. Okay. So Azim, I will just. So now, if you see here, I was telling one concept, right? Okay. Get data. Return 10. Rename method get data in type overloading because I'm having get data return. For example, I will give this. So I can give like this also. Yes or no? It's like a boolean. Okay. So I am having because same name. Okay, fine. So when I call this using this, fine, I think here I can differentiate by using different. Okay, fine. So here, whenever I am calling, I can use what I have to return. How? Using the system.out.println. Okay. So now when I call this obj.getData, we'll be having this one execute. Okay. Is that clear? So now is it clear for everyone how to return? What to return? Yes or no?
Yeah.
How we will return? By using a return
And
statement. Okay. By using a
return.
so whenever we use a keyword return means we should not use void. We should use what type of data type it is returning. Whether it is a int, string, you can use boolean also. Okay.
Yeah.
When you are using boolean, it has to return true or false. Okay. You can try that. Okay. Is that clear to everyone? Sudha, Sridevi, Farhana, is that clear?
Yes, yes.
So whenever you want to
Sir.
return, we have to give that specific return type.
Sir, you mentioned here return C in the second method, but we cannot use we cannot use that C in any of this program, right? What is the purpose of this one?
See, for example, if you want to get the value of that C,
Yeah.
okay, then you can use
Directly we can get the system.out.println and that C.
see, you can use this value. You can store this value to a variable, and then you can use that value to any other program also. No? See, for example, I will write here. We are getting a C value. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So here you can call this method for C also. No problem. And then you can use. Okay. So when as of now you just understand. Okay. Now when we start using right in Selenium automation, then you will understand why we'll use. Okay. Why we want return. Okay. So we will return, and then we'll capture that into a variable, and we will use that variable wherever we want. Okay. Okay. So now whenever you call this method, it will return me the C value. Okay. So you can save this value to a variable, and you can use the variable because the variable will have this value, whatever the C is returning. And you can use for any calculation, no problem. Okay.
In the above method, sir, you mentioned that return is testing.
Yes.
In the below one, we have to store A plus B value in one variable. But in the above, what we stored in the testing, sir? I'm
No,
not sure.
it is just a string I am passing. That's it.
Okay.
So it is returning a normal string. Okay. So now when you just give here, okay, output get data, okay. Now it will just give me testing because I have just given that testing only. See?
Yeah.
Because whatever I'm returning, it will print. Because here I'm returning C and I'm giving calculation for that C. So it will return me this value. Here I'm just explicitly giving return testing. Okay.
Testing. Yes. Got it.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So even for example here, if I have something like string y comma string z, I'm having two strings. Okay. But I'm returning testing. Okay. Now in this method, for example, if I'm calling two strings, so I'm just giving some value. For example, I'm giving selenium, comma, automation. Okay, so I'm giving two values here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now when I give two values, which method will be called? Which is having two values. Yes or no? Two string values. So now what you are expecting output?
Testing.
This is the one, right? Data to okay.
That's
So this will execute. Also, it will return this. You will see what happens. same method for data. I will just comment this. See, both the statements are executing. So even though I am passing, for example, if you remove this and tell, I will just comment this, and then if you tell return, see, when I don't have return, it is throwing error because here I am returning string. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I have to return some value. Okay, return. I can give Z. No problem. I can give return Z also. Here we are having. Okay. So now when I run, it will be printing method to get the data and the Z value. What is that value?
value.
The one which I am
Automation.
passing here, automation. Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Sudha, you were asking some doubt or?
No.
It's clear, right? Return value. So whenever we want some value to be returned by the method, then we should use return keyword, and we should not use public void. We should use public and the type of the data type of the return type. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So whole this is the concept called overloading or riding.
Loading.
Overloading.
Loading.
So what is definition for overloading? When two or more methods with the same name have either a different number of parameters or different type of parameters. Okay.
Parameters.
Very good. Very good. Clear?
Yes.
Super. Now I was telling we will look into something called access modifiers. What is that?
Access modifier.
Access.
Okay, I will create one more class. The class name is access modifier. Okay, so what is access modifiers and how many type of access modifiers we have?
Public.
So there are four
Or
access modifiers. Okay, so first one, public. We all know what is public. Just now we saw. Yes or no? On daily we are seeing public. So whenever we want to create some method, what we are doing? Blindly we are doing public void. Now we learn how to use the return. So going forward, we may use, if we don't want to use, we may use public int or public string or public boolean. Yes or no? But we are using public only. Yes or no? So public is a access modifier. What is that public?
Access
access
modifier.
modifier.
Okay. Now, how many types of access modifier? There are four types of access modifiers. How many types?
Four.
Four. What are the four? First one is public. What is second one? Private. What?
Private.
Third one is default. What?
Default.
Fourth one is protected. What?
Protected.
Protected. So totally how many are there?
Four.
What are they?
Public, private, default, and protected.
Very good. Public, default, private, and protected. Very good. So first, so as usual, whenever we are going to look into some concept, we will understand with some example. Okay, then only we will go through. Then it will be easy for you to understand what happens. Now, what, for example, I have an apartment. Okay. So to enter to my apartment, I want access because my apartment is locked. Okay, I need access. If somebody new person wants to enter my apartment, they can't enter my apartment. They want access key. Okay. Either they have to enter access key or access card they have to use to enter my apartment. So if I want to install a public telephone, what?
Telephone.
If I want to use a public telephone. So what is meant by public telephone?
Anyone can use that.
Can be used by anyone.
Anyone can use that phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can pay and use anyone. No problem. So assume I'm having in my area, there are many apartments. Okay. So if I want, and every apartment has its own access card. Okay. So all the house owners who are staying in the apartment will have access card. So whoever has access card can access and enter the apartment. Okay. There will be a main gate. They can access and enter. Okay. Now, if I want to place a public telephone, will I place a public telephone inside the apartment or outside the apartment?
Outside.
Side.
Why outside?
Because it is public.
It
Anyone
is a
can
public
use it.
because if I place that inside the apartment,
Mm-hmm.
then the people who are staying in other apartments can't access that phone because
Yeah.
they want access key or access card to enter my apartment.
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Then generally what I will do, I will place outside the apartment. Then only other apartment people also can access that telephone. You agree or not?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
is called a public telephone. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now, assume if it is because now I want to make it protected. What I want to do?
Protected.
I want to do protected. Then what I have to do? I have to place outside apartment or inside apartment?
Inside the
Inside apartment.
Because it is
protected.
protected. When
Mhm.
it is inside apartment, then who all can use this telephone?
Only inside of the
Who all can use?
only the people inside the apartment.
Why?
Because it is protected.
It is protected. The people who are staying in the apartment only have the access card to enter that apartment. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now assume. Okay, my friend is staying next apartment. Okay. Now, when the person comes to your apartment, okay, my friend is staying next apartment. When they come, because he is my friend, he will call me. Hey Anis, I am downstairs of your apartment. Can you open the door? Can ask or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Assume I am here. Okay, Sudha wants to come to my home. Sudha called me. Then what I will do here? I will unlock my door. Yes or no?
Yeah.
This is how the access works, right? So when I unlock the door, because Sudha is my friend, I unlock the door. If Sudha is not my friend, I will not unlock the door. When I unlock the door, even though Sudha is not having access key, she can enter my apartment and use the telephone. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Why Sudha is able to access?
Because you're unlocking the door.
Unlock.
Because there is some relation between me and Sudha, the friends. Okay, we are friends. So I'm unlocking the door. If some ex person comes and ring the bell, will I open?
No.
Why?
No.
Because I don't know who is that person. I don't have relation with that person. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That might be thief also. We don't know. So Sudha can access because I am unlocking. Why I am unlocking? Because I have some relation with that person. Okay. So public means everyone can access. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Protected means the people who belongs to that apartment and the people who has some relationship
Access.
with somebody who is living in that apartment. Yes or no?
Okay.
So is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Very good. Now, default. See, default and protected are almost same. Default and protected
Same.
are almost same. What I'm telling, in protected, we can only the people living in apartment can use that. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Protected. Default also same. Only the people who are living in the apartment only can use that telephone. Then why we want protected means whenever there is some protected, I can give access, okay, to some other people also. I will tell example, then you will understand. Okay. So as of now, you don't worry about default. You know about public. What is meant by public?
Anyone can access.
Anyone can?
Anyone can access.
Access.
Very good. Anyone can access the telephone. Protected means?
Only within that apartment.
Sorry, protected means?
The people who stays in the apartment.
Only living in that, only the people who live in that apartment
And
can give access to some.
Relationship with
To their friends also.
exactly. Okay. Very good. So whoever we are having relationship, we can give. Okay.
Yeah.
There can be my brother, sister, child, parent, anyone. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, next one is private. What?
Private.
Private means what? Private means what? This is private property. Means what?
it's
It
individual.
belongs to only one person, like your.
Yes. For example, your mobile phone is your private. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So this can't be used someone who is living in other apartment, other building, in the same apartment also, next to your house, the person who is living in your next to your house also can't use.
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Mhm.
You agree or not?
Yeah.
Because this is your private property. Even though the person is staying in same apartment, he can use public telephone, he can use protected telephone, but he can't use private telephone because private belongs to that specific house only. Yes or no? See,
Okay.
now you are having a private phone in your home, your husband can use, your children can use. Yes or no?
Yeah.
But the person who is staying next to your house can't use. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what is private? Private can be used only the persons who are living in that house only. Even someone who is living in that apartment in other house can't use. Okay,
Okay.
clear? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So now you think this first package as one apartment. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm creating one more apartment as package. Okay, so now how many apartments we have?
Two.
Two. One is first package, second one is second package. Okay, now you think that all these are classes. Classes are nothing but houses inside the apartment. Okay,
Mhm.
now I will create some more. I will create one more house in the apartment. For example, I'm just creating class one. Okay, or I will create house one. Okay, I will create one more house. Like this, you can create number of houses, no problem. Okay, and here I'm creating something, one house. This is abstract money. Just think as a house. Okay, now now I will create something. Now I will create something with different access modifiers. Okay,
Mhm.
assume in this apartment I'm having multiple houses. Okay, so now here I'm going to create something public. Assume I'm giving some variable, so I'm creating some variable, public int x is equal to 10. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm declaring a variable int 10 with a access modifier
Public.
public. Okay, I'm giving protected y is equal to 20.
But you're not giving any data to.
Okay,
Mhm.
clear?
Yeah.
Private int z is equal to 50. Okay, so now here I have created 3. Okay,
Okay.
now I will create one more. For example, default something b is equal to
Mhm.
60. This is also int or string. You can I will give one different string string B is equal to testing. Okay, so now B. So now here for default, we don't need to mention anything.
Mhm.
So whenever you see some variable without any access modifier, then you have to understand it is
Default.
Default.
okay. So now here I have declared 4 variables. What are the access modifiers of the 4 variables?
Public.
Public,
Protected.
private, default.
Very good, very good. So now you all know public can be accessed among everyone. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Protected can be accessed only.
Within that package.
That corresponding.
In that
See, now these 2 are apartments. Okay,
Mhm.
means these 2 are packages. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And now these are all houses inside the apartment. Now if I'm giving something public,
Mhm.
the person who from this house also he can use this, from this house also you can use this, all these houses can use this public. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And can I use this public from this
Yeah.
this house 1, house 2 of this apartment also or not?
yes.
Yes.
Why? Because
It
It's
is
a public.
it is a public.
Public.
Very good, very good. Now this is protected. So access this house can use this protected or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
This one,
Yes.
this
Yes.
one,
Yes.
Yeah.
this one. Why?
Yes.
It is protected.
It
So
belongs to
can
that
be package.
package.
Apartment. Yes or no?
Yeah, apartment.
Where?
Yeah.
Because these houses are having inside this apartment only. Very good. Now, can this house 1 use?
No.
No, but if the first package gives the access, then you can.
So house 1 and house 2 can't use because these are from different apartment. But if they are having relationship with this apartment somebody, then only they can use.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, when I'm having something private, I'm having private for this house. Can this house use the private variable?
No,
No.
This house can use private variable.
No.
no,
Can this house 1 of other apartment can use private variable?
no,
No.
no.
Who can use the private variable?
Access
Only
modifier only.
Only the persons who are living in this access modifier house. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, default. I told default and protected are almost same. So
Yes.
something which is default can be used only inside that apartment. Okay, they can't be used outside the apartment. Okay,
Outside the-
okay. Then what is different between default and protected is whenever something is protected, the people who are staying in other apartment, you can give access.
Yeah.
Okay, now they are telling no many, so everyone are having a relationship with other apartment. Okay, so everyone are giving access to other apartment so that people are coming. Okay,
Okay.
so we are not getting phone for the people who are staying in this apartment. Okay, then what they will do, they will make that, they will remove, they will tell it is not protected but it is default. Default means you can't give access to
Others.
other
Other
apartment people.
apartment.
Okay, so default means only the people living in that apartment only can use.
Okay.
Okay, so now what they did, they placed security guard in front of the telephone. Now security guard will allow only the people who are
Inside that
Inside
apartment.
that apartment.
staying that apartment only can open the telephone now, can use the telephone.
Mhm.
Okay, so now it is a protected or default.
Default.
So
Default.
whenever there is a default, then it means that
They can be only used on the package.
they can be used only
On that particular package. Or
People who are staying in that apartment can only
exactly.
use
So they can use all the house persons who are people who are staying in the same apartment. Okay.
yeah.
So now we all understood the example with the apartment. Now we will just replace the apartment with the package and the houses with the classes. Okay.
Okay.
So now with apartment, is it clear for everyone? The example.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Sudha, is it clear for you?
Yes.
Okay. So public means what?
So anybody can use.
Hello.
Very good. Private protected.
Only the particular people in that apartment can use, and they can give access to their friends.
Very good. So there should be some relationship. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Either the relationship can be friend, child, or parent. Yes or no? Yeah, that relationship can be anything. Okay. See, now my parents can stay in next apartment. When they came, I can give the access. Yes or no? Or
Yes.
my child is staying in next apartment, I can give the access. Or my friend is staying, or my cousin is staying. Means they are having some relationship with me. Yeah. Very good. What is private?
Only particular family or house can use that.
Very good. Only the people are staying in that house alone. Okay. Very good. What is default?
Anybody can use in that apartment, but they cannot give access to people outside of that apartment.
Means even though they are having some relationship, they can't use that. Okay. Very good. Now everyone clear, right? For with this 4, Rajini, Sridevi,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
yeah, Shravanti, Farhana, Tazin,
Yes.
it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So now we will just replace this with package and classes. Okay. So now you think apartment is nothing but a package. Houses is nothing but the classes. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Farhana, can you tell in this way? Replace apartment with package and the houses with classes. Okay.
Yes.
Now you tell first
Yes.
one. What is public?
Public is that package. I mean, like any packages can use, like first package and second package, and the classes inside that can use that.
So public variables can be used among all the packages inside the project and all the
Okay.
classes which are inside the packages. Okay. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
If I declare something is public, then I can use this variable in all the classes of same package or different package, anything. Okay. Very good. Protected means, so Saujanya, you tell protected. Saujanya, you are on mute.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell
Protected can be used only the classes inside the package.
Very good. Then
If there is a relationship between first package and second package, then the classes inside the second package can also
see,
use.
not first package and second package. See, package is apartment. Okay.
Yes.
Relationship can be not between apartments, but the houses in between the apartments. Yes or no?
Okay.
You agree?
Yes.
So I'm living in one house in one apartment. You are living in other house in other apartment. So you are not having relationship with the apartment. You are having relationship with the house within the apartment. Yes or no? So your house and my house is having relationship because you are my friend. Okay. So the class should have relationship with other class. Means how we form the relationship. What is the keyword to form relationship?
Extends.
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 Relationship is nothing but parent child. Means subclass superclass. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So now private. Sridevi, tell me private.
And private, we can access only within the package, first particular package of the
No,
classes.
package is apartment. Is your phone can be used in some other house of in your apartment?
No, within the class.
Exactly. Is that clear? So if I declare something which are private, it can be accessed only within the
Within the
class, within the house. Yes or no? Is it clear to everyone? Sudha, what is private?
Only a particular class can use it.
Exactly. So the variables which are declared private can be used only within the class. Not even other class in the same package can use. You all agree?
Yes.
Very good. Now default. Shravanti, tell me default.
Default, the variables which are declared as default can be used only the classes within that particular package.
Very good, very good. Okay, super. So now I created 4 variables. In the same way, quickly I will create 4 methods. Okay, with the same access modifiers. Okay, so public void, for example, get data. I'm just giving some variable. This is a public method. I'm just creating something. Okay, in the same way, I will create other 3 access modifier methods also. So I will give different. So it is private, or I will give protected. I will give here private method. I will just give you. I'm placing these names. Private method. Okay, for us to understand. Okay, but you don't get confused with the names. Okay, this is the name. Okay, whatever I'm giving, this is the name. Okay, will not get confused, right?
Then first one should be public method, right?
Yeah, I made it. I made it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is public method. I will make this as private method. Private method, and here I will make keyword as private. Okay. Now this is default. Default means what I should keep here.
Nothing.
Is that
Okay.
correct?
Default, yeah.
Default means I should not place anything. Simple. Okay. This is default method. Okay.
Yeah.
Public.
The first should
Protected.
be public. It's repeated.
Yeah.
So the
Private.
first one should be public void, public method, right?
Yeah, correct. Super. Okay. So everyone are following. Okay. So now I created 4 variables and 4 methods. So whatever logic you told for 4 variables will apply to the methods also. Okay. Clear? It's the same. So public method can be used by all the classes inside the package and outside the package. Means from different package. Okay.
Okay.
Protected method can be used among all the classes inside the package and other class from other package who is having relationship, means
Relationship.
whoever is extending with that class. Okay. Now private methods can be accessed among only that particular class. Default method can be used among all the classes inside that package. Okay. Very good. So now here I'm having house 1. Okay. So I will just remove this rename access modifier. I will just rename to class 1, class 2, something. Okay. So that will be easy. So for example, I will give you like house 1 only. Okay. You'll see it will be easy. House 1. I will create one more house 2. Okay. House 2. And here we are having in this package also some house. I will just rename to house 3 and house 4. Okay. So now how many houses we are having?
4.
4. What are they?
House 1, house 2, house 3, and 4.
Okay, fine. So house 1 and 2 belongs to which package?
First package.
House 3 and 4 belongs to second package. Okay. Now this is my house 1 where I'm having. So if I want to use this methods and variables, then how I will use?
Creating an object.
So I have to create an object. Yes or no? So using this class obj, or I will give h1. Okay. It's equal to new. Okay. Okay. Now if I want to use a variable, how I will use?
H1 dot.
So see, if I want to use variables directly, I can use x, y, z,
Yeah.
b. Yes or no? I will give sum.out.println x. So because it is h1, right? h1 dot x. Okay. I can use using, because I using this object, I'm using the variable. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So variables also can be used among the creation by the object. Okay. So I'm calling X by using the object. Is that clear?
Okay.
So here I'm giving Y. Next I'm giving Z. Next I'm giving B. Is that clear to everyone what I'm writing?
Yes.
Not clear, please ask me. So what I'm done, I have not done anything. I'm just calling this variables X, Y, Z, and B. And then I'm printing here. Okay. In the same way, if I want to call this methods, public or public method, yes or no? And then h1 dot protected method, and then h1 dot private method, h1 dot default method, H capital. I will give default here, h1 dot default method. Yes or no? So now if I run, will it work for everything or not? See, it is working for everything. Yes or no? Why? Why it is working for everything?
Because it contains all the methods and variables.
We are using in the
Class
same
and-
class.
Exactly. We are using in the same class, same house. Okay. So see, I'm using this in the same class, right? See, because it is public, I can use. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because this is protected, I can use. Private also I can, because I'm using wherever it is declared. Yes or no? Is that clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Farhana, Sudha,
Yes,
everyone,
sir.
is it clear? Because I'm using these variables in the same class. Yes or no? Now I want to use this, whatever I have executed this, right? I have to execute the same thing from this house too. Then how?
Extend that.
Extend.
You have to extend that class first.
Without extending, I want to use, then
Create an object for that class.
Creating an object.
so I will create an object of this house one. Yes or no?
Yes.
So house one h1 is equal to new.
House.
I can have the same object name also, no problem. Yes or no? Or I can
Yeah.
have different object name, anything. So now instead of that, I can copy paste this. You agree?
Yeah.
So it will work. So here now you tell me, here I'm having all this. Okay, this is house one, this is house two. What are all house one, house two don't have access? You tell me.
Default method.
Huh?
Private one. Private
No,
one.
one by one,
Private
one by one, one by one. Huh? Okay, Sudha, you tell me, what are all house two will not have access from this?
Private and protected.
Huh?
Private one and the protected one.
Why private one? Private one is private to that particular house only. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Means you are having mobile phone, which is private. Even the neighbor staying to your house can't use. Yes or no?
Yes.
And this is one class is like your house. This is other house class. Home two is other house. Then private, which is in house one, can't be used by house two. Yes or no? So
Yes.
private variables can't be used outside the class. So from house two, you can't use private variables and methods. Yes or no?
Yes.
But protected can be used in house two.
Yes,
Because
yes.
it is
It's in the
protected.
same class.
No, no,
Same.
no. Same
package.
package,
Yes, yes.
same apartment, right?
Yeah.
So it is same package. You agree?
Yeah.
So now if I go to house two, if you see here, see in house one, what are private? Z is private. Yes or no? And private method. So if you go to house two, Z is throwing error. See,
Yes.
you agree? Means private variables can be used only
Within
classes,
the-
only in that
class.
specific class.
Yes.
Okay. So by this, what you understand? Public, protected, and default methods and variables can be accessed among all the classes in the same package. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is that clear to everyone, the definition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So now I'm going to copy the same thing and I'm going to house 3 in different
Package.
means house 3 in different apartment. Okay. Now you tell me what are all can access. Now what if I place this, for what are all the error message will come?
Only public and protected.
Only protected is correct.
Sorry,
Remaining
one by one.
only
Farhana, tell.
only only protected will access here.
Public,
Public.
Public, public and protected.
default,
No,
private.
no.
Who all agree with Farhana?
So protected, we can only use when we have the extents
Access.
the class, right?
So protected, whenever you want to use from some other building, you need to give access, right, Farhana?
Yes.
How will you give access? You should have some relationship with that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have relationship, then only, right? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes. Yes.
So Farhana is telling only public can be accessed and protected if they have relationship. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Everyone, Sudha, is that correct? Yeah. So now
Yeah.
when I paste it here, this is protected. See, you are getting default also is throwing error. Protected also is throwing error. Private also is throwing error. We know that private and default, why they are throwing error? Because they can't be accessed outside the package. Then protected, if here in protected, if you give a keyword extends, what?
Extents.
Extends to
House one.
but still you are getting. Why? While creating a
Because
class,
that-
you have to create a class using your class name. Because when you are extending, you have to use the class name using your class name. Okay.
Okay.
Creating an object. See, now if you see default and private are only throwing error, there is no error message for protected. Now assume if you use house 1, then it will give error message. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Because we are extending, you have to use your house only because you are already extending. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
So now if you want to read the definitions, okay, what is public? So I will just read the definitions. Okay, you realize and repeat. Public is variables and methods which are declared as public. What? Variables and methods
Which are declared as
public.
can be accessed by any class from any package. Is it clear? Variables and methods which are declared as private can be accessed
only for the particular.
by any class
from any package. Okay. Even though it can be accessed outside the package also by other classes. Okay. Now default. Variables and methods which are declared as default access modifier can be accessed only within the package, by the classes within the package only. It can't be accessed by other class of other package. You agree or not?
Yeah.
Everyone, correct? Any confusion? I'm not getting answers.
No, sir.
Got it, sir.
Yeah, got
Okay.
it.
Okay. Now protected. Variables and methods which are declared as protected can be accessed only in that package by any class. And also it can be accessed outside the package through child class. See here in this package, house 3, this is child, this is parent. Yes or no? When I'm extending, this can be accessed the protected. Means they're having some relationship. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now private. Variables and methods which are declared as private can be accessed only in that class. Only in that class. Okay. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is called access modifiers. So in just I will take 1 more minute. Okay. So here, if you when we are having some child here, okay, child and parent, okay. So parent. Now I don't want to give access to my son, okay. Okay. I don't want to give access to my son bike. He's not having license. Then what I can do? I can make it or what? You tell me.
Private.
If I give private, my son can't access. My son, no,
Yeah.
because it is private, which belongs to.
Only for that.
Exactly. So by giving this access modifier, we can restrict the access on methods and variables. Is that clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how many access modifiers are there?
4.
What are they?
Public,
Public,
Default,
protected, private.
protected, and private.
Very good. So what is public?
the variables and the
It is
methods.
Variables and methods.
Okay, one by one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Farhana, tell.
Variables and methods that
Uh-huh.
can be used by the.
Okay, fine.
by
Today I
the-
will send definitions. You read the definitions and tell me tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Is that clear to everyone? No doubts.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to practice. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. Okay, then we'll stop the class today. Okay. So now, before stopping class, what I have to do? I have to push this code. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Push this code. How?
Open the
Go
file.
So I will go to this
properties.
project. So go to properties. Go to this.
folder.
Click here. I will go to this. Then open command prompt. Yes or no?
Command prompt.
Yeah.
And then I need to first
Okay.
add all the new files which I've created,
Status.
new code. Okay. For that I
Status.
can do git add
Status.
hyphen,
Add.
or I can check the status also. What are the files? So I can
Mhm.
see many things in red color. So I have to add all these files. Okay. See, it is telling. So I have created house 1, house 2, overloading, all this. So it is throwing in red color. So I will do git add space dot. So I'm telling add all. So after adding, I can, if I do git status, I can see everything in green. If you see still in red, then again you can go and add.
Okay.
Now I'm going to commit. Commit is
Commit.
nothing but
Commenting.
just to remember creating like a small bundle, okay, package to push, okay, because there are many things you are doing package together everything, okay. For example, I can give any comment here. So we have to give git space commit space hyphen and double quotes some text. For example, what is today?
Access
Notes overloading and access
access.
modifiers. Okay. Now I'm committing. So after committing, what I have to do?
Push.
I have to push. What is the command?
Git push origin
Git
master.
space push origin
Origin.
master. So now I am pushing. So now my latest code, what I have written today, is available in the repository. Now, how will you take?
By using the pull command.
Git
Pull.
pull origin master.
Origin master.
Origin master.
Okay, clear.
Yeah.
Very good. Now you can take and learn, practice. Okay. Okay. Fine. Today I will send all the definitions in an email. Okay.
Yeah.
You can read that. Fine. Then we'll stop the class. Huh? If you have any doubts, you can let me know. Okay. So
Yes.
whenever you are getting doubts, before letting me know, you try by yourself. Okay.
Hmm.
So you try. You take help of Google. Okay. You try. When you search something in Google, it will give many answers. You try to find. Even though if after Google you were unable to find, then you post the message in the group. We will answer. Okay. Fine. Okay, then bye. Have a nice day.